Hello and welcome to a little weekend vlog. I don't have that many things planned for this weekend. I am seeing some friends in the city tomorrow, but today I really just want to focus on myself. I want to get off my phone. I want to read a little bit. I want to work on my novel. I want to content plan a little bit. So I thought that I would just take you along for a little bit more of a chill, productive day, and then one day that is me hanging out with my friends. It is almost 10 o'clock right now. I went to the gym already. I watched the second episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty in bed this morning while I ate my breakfast. And I showered, put on this pore mask, and now I'm going to make myself a little coffee before I'm just gonna read for a little bit, maybe like 30 minutes or so. And then we'll see what I'm gonna do after that. I did make myself some more blueberry syrup, so I think I'm gonna make a blueberry maple latte today. I have really dropped the ball this week in terms of novel writing. For those of you who know, I am doing a sprint month this month, and one of my main goals is to really lock in and work on the novel that I'm writing. And the goal is to write 3 times a week for at least an hour. And I have written twice this week, but I definitely was like not in it, and I only wrote maybe like 100 to 200 words each time, which is really nothing. And so I want to just sit down and focus right now for the next hour, maybe 2 hours, and write as much as I can. We're gonna use the Pomodoro method because that's always what helps me. I'm gonna play some nice relaxing music and really just get into the groove with this. All right, we're locking in. I have my coffee, my water. I even got myself a little RX bar to enjoy halfway through, and we're gonna get started. My novel is currently at 12,589 words. I would love to get to 14,000, ideally 15,000, but I don't want to push it too much, so let's see how much I could do. Okay, it is now noon. I was able to write 1,218 words, so my novel is now at 13,807 words. I really got into the flow. I felt so good. I actually ended up rewriting or expanding on the first 2 chapters because I have definitely been underwriting this entire time, and I was doing some quick calculations for the word count that I'm trying to hit and how many chapters I'm aiming to have based on the outline that I have, and I really want to increase some of the word counts of some of the chapters. So I did go back in and really expanded on them, and I feel like they are so much stronger now. And I'm excited to keep going into the story a little bit deeper and just feel really good about the progress that I've made. I am getting really hungry, so I'm gonna stop and make some lunch now, and then I think I'm just gonna go on a long walk outside, and then I'm gonna sit at the park for a little bit and read because I can't write anymore right now, but I might come back later tonight and write a little bit more. We'll see how I'm feeling, but I'm so glad that I was able to really get some good writing in. Okay, somehow it's been another 2 hours since we last chatted. I just went outside and read for a little bit. I read a couple chapters of Within Arm's Reach.
I am almost halfway, about halfway through. I really want to finish this weekend, so I'm just gonna sit and try to knock out as many pages of this as I can for right now, and then I'm gonna look like a little bit of a crazy person, but I have quite a few things with me in the living room. I just brought my journal with me because I haven't journaled in a few days and I really want to spend some time doing that. And then this is just my to-do list, so I'm going through and making sure that I'm staying on track with some of the things that I want to get done today. And then I brought my iPad with me because I want to try to figure out a better iPad system. I just posted a TikTok asking for some of the apps that people are using on their iPads and what they use their iPads for. So please feel free to comment down below what you use your iPad for too, because that would be super helpful. I want to just like make sure that I'm actually getting the best like ROI from it, because I feel like I don't use it as much anymore, but I really do love having it. So I'm gonna kind of go through and maybe set it up a little bit differently. And then one thing that I've been putting off for a really long time is going through all my photos and videos and just clearing out my camera roll. There are so many pictures and videos in here that I just don't need anymore, so I want to do that too. But let's start with getting some reading done. Okay, it is nearly 6 o'clock now. I just ate dinner and I have made a lot of progress in Within Arm's Reach. I have been reading for a couple of hours now and I have like less than or just about 100 pages left, I think. I would love to finish this tonight. I don't know if my attention span is gonna be able to survive that, but I'm going to try. I sincerely am going to try. So I think right now I changed into comfy clothes, but I'm gonna go wash my makeup off and do my nighttime skincare routine. And then I'm just gonna curl up into bed and read for the rest of the night until I finish this, because I would really, really love to start a new book tomorrow. So let's see if I can do it. Good morning. It is now Sunday. I did finish Within Arm's Reach last night. This was definitely a slower read. It's very character driven, but I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I think every single character was so irritating, but they all were so deep. They had their own personalities, their own stories, and I liked how well all of the chapters wove together. I think that it was just really well done. And this is my first book by Anne Napolitano, and she's the author of Hello Beautiful and Dear Edward, which I've heard really, really good things about. And this is like one of her lower rated books. This was her debut, and I'm excited now to read the other ones because I did really like this one, so I know that the other 2 are going to be even better. Next on my list is Cloud Atlas. I have been wanting to read this book for years. I'm pretty sure it's a collection of like 6 short stories. So I don't know, they all like connect in some way and come together into like one novel. So I don't know exactly what each of them is going to be about, but I'm very excited. And then I also started the audiobook of Shop Girls. This is by Jessica Anya Blau. She wrote Mary Jane, which I read a couple of years ago and I didn't love, but I am enjoying this one a lot more. I think I'm like 20% into it now. I like the audiobook. I like the concept of it. It's basically about a girl who's working at a department store. I believe it takes place in the 80s, and it's a good read. So I'm excited to keep going with that one. Now it's like 9:30. I did go on my run this morning and I showered, had breakfast, and then just went to get some groceries. And now I need to write today's Substack post. Usually I try to do these a couple days ahead of time, but I am definitely behind today. So we're gonna write that and get it scheduled and published. And then I'm gonna get ready to hang out with my friends in the city. However, I am definitely still figuring out what my best workout split is gonna be for this training cycle. I only wrote a little bit on Thursday and Friday just to really get it done. All right, I have managed to get quite a lot done. I wrote and scheduled my Substack post. I got a little bit of novel writing time in. I wrote about 350 words. and I filmed a couple of TikToks, and now I've gotten myself ready for the day. It's almost 11:30. I think I have like 10 minutes before I have to head out to meet my friend at the train station before we go into the city. But I just bought a pack of golden kiwis from Trader Joe's because they were selling them, and I saw a TikTok about them recently, but I've never tried it. I've obviously had regular kiwi before, so I thought that we would just try it on camera together. Also, I know that you can eat the skin of regular kiwi, which I never do, but can you? I'm assuming you could probably eat the skin of golden kiwi too, right? Oh, that is good. Wait, that is so yummy. It tastes a little bit sweeter than regular kiwi to me. Okay, I'm so glad that I finally got this. If you see golden kiwi being sold near you, definitely pick it up. All right, I have made it back home after our little adventure in the city. It is so hot outside now. We were boiling in the sun, but when we first got there, it downpoured a little bit on us, as you saw. Luckily, the weather cleared up and was so hot after that we dried pretty quickly, but we just walked around Soho, went to a couple of stores, and then we stopped into Tacombe, mostly because we were so hot and thirsty. So I got a nice Coca-Cola in a glass bottle. That is the superior type of Coke that you could get. It was delicious, and then we headed back. And now I have my hot yoga class in a couple of hours, so I just want to sit and rot before then. And I have been craving sandwiches a lot recently, so I bought all the supplies when I went grocery shopping this morning, and that's what I'm gonna have for like a late lunch, early dinner. So I'm so looking forward to that. All right, we are gonna end the vlog here. It is just about 7:30 now. I made it back from my hot yoga class and I just took a quick body shower. I'm just going to lay in bed for the rest of the night. I'm going to ice my legs and stretch them out a little bit just because they're feeling a bit sore from all the running I've been doing. And I'm going to read some of Cloud Atlas before I eventually go to bed. Probably gonna knock out at like 9 p.m. because it's been a long, exhausting day and weekend, and I'm getting up early tomorrow because I have to go to the gym and then go into the office. So want to make sure I'm well rested before a long and packed day tomorrow.